Hey everybody, it's Steve. Welcome back to Dirty Nails Workshop. So we'll start out this video with a little bit of a tool haul, but I need to explain how the weekend started first. So on Friday, I was all excited about going to a flea market on Saturday and maybe a yard sale or two just to see if I could find anything. And at about 6:30 Saturday morning, Mike informed me that she's in pain. So after talking to her where the pain was, which was on her side, and listening to her, it became evident to me that she had a kidney stone. So ended up going to the doctor and then the ER, and it was a kidney stone. So going through the process of her trying to get rid of that. So by the time I got back home, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So any flea market, yard sale is a bust. But there was a guy on the side of the road at a convenience store near where I live that had some tables set up for like a yard sale in that corner. And I stopped, and he had told me that morning he had a bunch of tools, and that it was from a barn clean out that he went to. But everything, just but a few things, was sold, none of which I was interested in. So I'm headed back to my truck, which is probably 200 feet away, something like that. And on the side of the road was this. Okay, yeah, whatever. So it is severely corroded, but I'm gonna throw it in a what do you call that? Vaporous bath. And so also, and even though it didn't happen on the same day, on Monday of this week, I went to State Surplus to stop and look, see what they had, and they had this 220 just in there. Now, most of the items that they sell in this display are pocket knives or tools or stuff that people try to get on board an airplane with, and the TSA confiscates it, and all that stuff that happens, at least in the Raleigh area, ends up at the State Surplus. And so I got this, and so it's not in too bad a shape. There's a little bit of surface corrosion and all that, but there's no cracks that I can see. So we're gonna put this in the evaporust as well, and I think these are just pruners, but I think they're old. It has something on the side here that basically I think just indicates some steel, and I think I see a 68 on here. So anyway, I'm going to set the camera back up and see how much initial rust we can knock off. And so just give me a second, I'll be right back. Yeah, on here, all it says is Forged Steel 68. I'm not sure yet what that 68 stands for. I'm sure you guys know. But anyhow, I'm going to keep on with knocking the surface rust off of this and the block plane, and be right back with you. All right, so the this Allen wrench, not a whole lot came off. I mean, there was nothing really loose, so we'll just see what happens with that over time. Most of the of this plane here isn't too bad, except for this. This has got quite a bit of surface rust. I'm going to try to, whoops, I wish I hadn't done that. And let me see if I can get, so it is a Stanley plane, not a Sweetheart. And I don't know the history, I don't know how to date these 220s just yet. But hopefully, if there's enough for you guys to see, to be able to put a date on it, that would be nice if you could do that. See if I can get all this. Oop, I don't need that in there. And I figured these would be too long. All right, we'll just do this another day, I think. Yep. All right, so we're gonna let these set for a couple of days. I'll take it out. May actually be a little bit of time before I can show you the update on it. But for right now, there's something else that I want to show you. So hold tight just 1 second. All right, welcome back. There's something else I want to attempt here. I've had this Stanley Bailey number 5 for a long time, and I got it incomplete. It had this tote, but it did not have this rod, screw and rod, bolt, whatever. It didn't have that. So I did purchase this recently, and so it just sat on my to-do list for a while. And as you can see, I got a little bit of well, I've cleaned this up already. There was some rust there, and where the Japanning had come off, and there's a little bit of right here where it needs a touch up, and everything's still loose here. Well, this is coming off anyway, so let me show you this. Someone is really beat on this blade, and I don't know why. Why would you do that? If y'all know why you need to do that, I'd appreciate knowing. I have already worked on trying to get this sharp. It's not bad, but as you can see, there's some areas that's deep right there, and I'm just going to let it go. I'm not trying to take any more off. I don't think. I don't know enough about what I'm doing to be able to do that, but I'm thinking that because this has the 3 patent dates, it's got the smaller adjustment knob there, that this is going to be a type 12. If I'm wrong about that, if you could let me know, I'd appreciate it. But corrugated bottom, and so it's got a few lines on the side that I couldn't get off, but I'm not trying to make this pristine anyway. But what I want to do is work on getting, I'm not going to try to paint it with spray paint. We're going to just see how this works. If it works, then I'll be happy. Let's see what happens here. This is I see a spot of some rust there that I missed. So this is the first time I've tried this bluing. So any pointers would be appreciated. And all right, so I'm just going to leave it be for right now and then see what needs to be done later. I want to polish this tote, so give me a second to get set up and we'll do that. All right, I'm back. So we'll work on polishing up this a little bit. Some of the good stuff here on my father's old drill. I think it was his. It could have been my granddad's. He may have gotten it originally, and then my dad just used it. But anyway, I don't think this tote. I'm glad this tote was in good shape. So I don't know how this noise is how bad it's gonna be on the video. So forgive me if it's too much. It'll only be for a little bit. I'm thinking it will be too much, so I'm just going to pause this, work on getting this off, and then be right back.